Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks, and yeah, a random destruction. Now, you've probably noticed that I've not put a video up since last Monday, and I know not everybody follows me on Twitter, and not everybody may have seen the written post that I put on YouTube the other day, but I've basically not been very well. And I'm still not quite back to normal yet, but I thought I'd put this one up, basically just to sort of let everybody know what's been going on. And also to sort of talk about a couple of things that I've missed out on over the last week as well, sort of fighting girlfriend and the news update and what have you. So yeah, not being particularly well. I'm not feeling too bad now, still got a bit of a headache, but basically what happened was last week I had a sort of all of a sudden very bright headache, bright headache, a very bad headache came on out of nowhere. Flash of light in front of my eyes, and yeah, I've lost the peripheral vision on the right hand side and the bottom side of both of my eyes, which is unfortunate. And essentially they're not quite sure what's happened, so sort of having a few tests, got to have an MRI, just waiting for that to come through, and blood tests and what have you. So I'm alright, but I'm just like I say, it's just sort of knocked it out of my base, you know, a little bit. Essentially what they think may have happened is that for some reason, and they've no idea why, because I'm not showing any of the signs that may contribute towards one, is I may have had a very minor stroke in my left occipital lobe, which has affected my eyesight. But you know, other than that, I'm in pretty good health, apart from you know, the usual problem with my knees, and obviously this with my eyesight now. But yeah, I'm basically in good health. Blood pressure's fine, heart rate's fine, everything is fine. And obviously I'm quite young as well, I'm only in my mid-30s, so they're not quite sure what's happened, or why it's happened. So yeah, I've got to go through a few more tests, but yeah, like I say, other than that, I'm in good health. So that's basically what's been going on with me for the last week. Thought I'd do this one today, just a short one, a single video, or a single replay video. Just like I said before, just to explain it and go on about a couple of things. So over the next week or two, I will be getting the videos back up again, but I will be a bit sort of hit and miss. I've got blood tests tomorrow, so yeah, I don't know. I might try and, you know, I might get time to sort of put a video up, but I know you guys sort of understand and don't mind, and you know, health comes first. So hopefully, like I say, I'll be able to get a video up tomorrow, but if not, I'll just sort of get them up as and when I can over the next week or two. Now, while this is going on, this match, and I use this one because it, you know, it's a fairly decent match in the T54. I've got it fully upgraded now, just about. Well, I went for, there's two top guns you can go on for it, and I've gone for the one with the slightly lower pen and the slightly better aiming time, accuracy, and rate of fire. But anyway, yeah, the Fighting Girlfriend T34, basically. Well, I don't know. I mean, I saw the news update and was just a little bit disappointed. Obviously, I'm looking forward to the new war story, Sea Lion. There's also, what else is there? There's the T28 Ernob that's on at the moment. I think it's a bit harsh for a Tier 4, possibly. I think it may have been better to do it sort of cumulative XP rather than resetting every time, because like I said, that is a bit harsh for a Tier 4, but then again, I assume they're wanting to keep it so that, you know, not everybody can earn it easily, sort of thing. So yeah, there's that. Like I say, the Fighting Girlfriend T34 is, well, just a reskin at the end of the day. It's essentially a fully upgraded T34. It shows as having the first turret. If you look at its sort of specs, down at the bottom, you know what it's got on it. It sort of names it as the first turret from the T34, but it's not. It's more like, well, it's the second turret, but without the commander's hatch. And I'll get back to that in a moment. And it also shows it as having the first 76mm that you get on the T34, but actually it's not. It's got the same stats as the top 76mm from the T34, so that's what it is basically, a fully upgraded T34 76, but with no commander's hatch, which is quite an advantage actually when you think about it, because a lot of the time if it's hull down or something like that, you're going to go for the commander's hatch, because it's got a big rounded gun mantle, So yeah, you know, that is quite quite an advantage. But yeah, so that's what it is. So a lot of you will know exactly what you're going to get with that tank. You know, an upgraded, like I say, fully upgraded T36, T34, sorry, 76. And the other thing about it is, though, it does come with a special crew. Obviously, the sort of famous female Russian tanker, and the story is that her husband died during the war, and she sold everything she had to donate a tank to the Soviet army, with two conditions: that she got to name it and drive it. Now, it's nice that they've done this to sort of you know, honour this person, and you've got that special crew. However, very disappointed with the fact that she doesn't speak Russian. So I think that's I think somebody's dropped the ball there a little bit, and really, like I say, you know, famous female Russian tanker that doesn't speak Russian. Now, we know that they can do obviously special crews with the different languages already set on them, because if anybody who bought Edelweiss and Nameless, the crews that come with those special crews already spoke Japanese. So yeah, quite disappointed with the fact that they've given you you know, that Russian crew, a special crew with the American accent, and like I say, I think that, yeah, somebody's dropped the ball there. And really, I think in future, if they're going to do tanks with special crews, they really ought to set the language to whatever nation that crew is. I mean, I know why they haven't, because obviously everybody will then want to spend gold changing it to be, you know, to speak Russian. But I think really, as more of a gesture of goodwill towards everybody, that I think any future special crews really ought to come with, like I say, the nations of whatever language they sort of belong to, with whichever nation they belong to. Sorry. And the other thing quickly is the STA-2. Very disappointed with that one, just a reskinned STA-2 that's coming, and the only other thing left is Heavy Tank number 6, which, although I am looking forward to having a go in, is just a Tiger at tier 6. So yeah, all in all, slightly disappointing with the tanks that are coming out this month. But I'll be getting Heavy Tank number 6, and fingers crossed doing a review of that one. But I don't think there's any point me doing Fighting Girlfriend at the moment. But there you go anyway, that's what's been going on with me, that's why I've not been putting videos up. I had about half a dozen games on it this afternoon, and that's the first time I've actually put it on in a week. I've just not really felt up to it, so there you are. But anyway, I may be back tomorrow with another video, but I'm not too sure. But I will definitely be back with one later on this week, at least. So until then, take care out there, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.